おはよ
早いよ。
う。ごめん。今日は忙しい。
そうなの？
まず竹を切る。そして草が長いから草刈りをする。次は花を取る。
なんで？
花瓶に入れるから。
なんで？
入り口に置くから。
そっか。
そして田んぼで働く。
本当に忙しいね。起きる。
次の日、ここに入力して。
何を？
名前を。
なんで？
ガーデン雑誌に私たちの庭を出す。
なんで？
私たちの庭がきれいだから。
有名になりたくないよ。
アンディは有名にならないよ。庭が有名になる。
At the end of this video, you'll be able to fill in the blanks on the worksheet with the kanji for each word. This means, of course, that you'll also be able to read those words when you see them in kanji. Check out one of the previous videos in this series if you're not sure who this video is for.
Ohayo.
Hayai yo. We probably could have learned the word hayai earlier in our journey through kanji, especially since we learned the kanji in hayai as early, and the word hayai means early. Right along with Yuki here, or pause the video and use the diagram on the left to try and practice writing the word.
早いよ。早いよ。
Yuki says good morning to me. Fun fact, you won't see it written in kanji much, but if you were to write ohayo in kanji, it looks like this. The kanji is read exactly the same as our word, too. Hayai, which is what I say to Yuki, along with yo, friendly new info. It's early, yo. From lesson 69 in this series, stories will be left up to you. Stories you make are always better for memorization than random ones anyway. We'll sometimes share one or two if we think they're really good, though. Feel free to share yours in the comments. So, hayai uses the kanji early and means early.
ごめん。今日は忙しい。
そうなの？
まず竹を切る。
It's worth reminding you here that this is not just a JLPT N5 course, but also a Kanken level 10 course. The word for bamboo, take, is definitely not on the JLPT N5, but it is on the easiest kanji test for Japanese kids, the Kanken 10. That's because take is a much bigger part of a Japanese kid's life than it may have been in yours.
まず竹を切る。まず竹を切る。
Yuki apologizes for waking me up so early and says it's because today we are busy. I say, really? And she starts to explain. Yeah, mazu, for starters, take o kiru, bamboo object will cut. So, take uses the kanji bamboo and means bamboo.
そして草が長いから草刈りをする。
This word looks like it belongs in the word hayai, but that little grass part on top means that this kanji actually means grass or weeds. The word kusa, which uses this single kanji, means exactly the same thing. Well, specifically weeds, not really grass.
そして草が長いから草刈りをする。そして草が長いから草刈りをする。
Yuki continues listing off our jobs for today. そして and then 草が長い weeds subject long から therefore 草刈りを 草刈り is grass cutting and that's the object of する will do. So 草 uses the kanji weeds and means weeds.
次は花を取る。
なんで? You may know the word hana, which means nose, but this word, hana, means something you smell with your nose, specifically flowers.
次は花を取る。次は花を取る。
Yuki's list of work for today continues. 次は next topic, 花を flowers object, 取る will pick. I'm surprised and ask, why? Imagine you have a friend named Hana who loves hana and always has one in her hair. So, hana uses the kanji flower and means flower.
花瓶に入れるから。
なんで? 花瓶 brings us the flower kanji again. Bin means bottle, so we have flower bottle, which in English we call a flower vase or vase or I don't know, how do you say it?
Sorry about the vase.
Can we just say vase like normal people?
Fine.
I always wonder what it would be like to have a tail.
Maybe you did one time. Maybe 1,000 years from now, I'll be tailless.
花瓶に入れるから。花瓶に入れるから。
Yuki answers my question about why we need to pick flowers with 花瓶に. So flower vase is the target of 入れる, will put in, から. Therefore, we can put this kara at the end of a sentence when what comes before it is the reason we're giving for a question we were asked. I again ask, なんで? Why? So, 花瓶 uses the kanji flower and means flower vase. Or just a vase, I guess.
入り口に置くから。
そっか. 入り口 uses the kanji entrance and mouth. You can also write it this way, without the hiragana D in the middle. But it's usually read the same way. An entrance mouth is actually just an entrance in general. Interestingly, in our last section, Yuki said 花瓶に入れるから. That 入れる, which means to put in, uses the same entrance kanji and is read the same as 入り口, 入れる. Bonus word.
入り口に置くから。入り口に置くから。
Yuki answers my further querying with 入り口に, so entrance is the target of 置くから, will place, therefore. We're putting flowers in the entryway. This apparently makes sense to me. So, 入り口 uses the kanji entrance and mouth and means entrance.
そして田んぼで働く。
本当に忙しいね。起きる. Our first time seeing the field kanji in the wild. This word, tambo, means rice field or rice paddy field or just rice paddy. It's only used for special fields that you can pump water into. The water does not seep into the ground, it stays on top because of a layer of super hardened clay beneath the dirt. This allows people to grow rice effectively. You'll learn another word for regular old fields, like vegetable fields, later on, but that actually uses a different kanji. Anyway, this word is tambo.
そして田んぼで働く。そして田んぼで働く。
Yuki says そして and then 田んぼで rice field via 働く will work. I'm surprised by all the work and say, we really are busy, aren't we? We'll wake up. So, tambo uses the kanji field and means rice paddy field.
次の日、ここに入力して。
何を? 入力 brings us back in contact with entrance and also strength. Making a strong entrance? No. This means input of some data. Data entry, or literally just input of data on a form, paper, online, or otherwise. It can be used as a pseudoverb, like we see in this story.
ここに入力して。ここに入力して。
The next day, after our hard day of work, Yuki points me to a computer and says, ここに here, target, 入力して input do. She wants me to type something in, I guess. I ask her what she wants me to type in. So, 入力 uses the kanji entrance and strength and means data entry or input.
名前を。
なんで? There's a good chance you already know the word 名前, but you might not have known it uses the kanji name, na, and mae in front. While 名前 is used to mean name in general of people, places, or whatever, when you see it on a form and there are spaces for your first and last name, 名前 specifically means your first name, the name that comes in front. You can get access to the worksheets in this video and other worksheets as well if you're a member of ToKini You'll also find an Anki deck that teaches all the JLPT N5 and N4 kanji's meanings and writings, as well as extra sentences that aren't in this video for helping you to learn how to read them. Not to mention, we have tons of other grammar, vocabulary, reading, and listening content. Check it out today.
名前を。名前を。
Yuki says simply, 名前を. Name is the object that I must 入力する. I ask, なんで? My favorite word of this episode. So, 名前 uses the kanji name and in front and means name or first name. 名前.
ガーデン雑誌に私たちの庭を出す。
なんで? We saw the kanji for exit in another verb in this series, 出る. Dasu is similar to 出る. 出る means to exit or for some product to come out, among many other meanings. Dasu is similar, but it refers to the act of actually doing those things. Putting or taking something outside, or releasing a product, or in this case, to put something up for judgment or competition, or something like that. For simplicity's sake, we'll learn it as to take out or to put out.
ガーデン雑誌に私たちの庭を出す。ガーデン雑誌に私たちの庭を出す。
Yuki tells me why she needs my name. Garden zashi ni. So garden magazine is the target of watashitachi no niwa o. Our garden is the object of dasu, will put out. As in, she's turning in images of our garden to a magazine. Trying to get it to show up in the magazine, I imagine. I again ask, nande? So, dasu uses the kanji exit and means to put out or to take out.
私たちの庭がきれいだから。
有名になりたくないよ。
アンディは有名にならないよ。庭が有名になる。
The kanji name shows up again, but here in the word yume, with both the u in you and the e in me extended, means famous. If you were to shorten the vowels, yume, it means dream. So be careful with that. Always be careful when extending vowels or not extending them. One extra interesting tidbit is that although we didn't learn the first kanji in this word yet, it's an N4 kanji that means to have or to exist. So this word is literally to have a name or for your name to exist. If you're not famous, do you even have a name or need one? I mean, you do, but you get what I'm saying, right?
有名になりたくないよ。有名になりたくないよ。
Yuki says she's putting out our garden because it's beautiful. I say, A sound of exasperation or something like, do we have to? 有名に famous target, なりたくない become not want, yo. Yuki says, I won't become famous. The garden will. So, yume uses the kanji name and means famous. Don't go anywhere because next is the quiz. If you've enjoyed the video so far, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. I think it helps. Try to write down or fill in the words on the worksheet if you have it as we go through the whole scene. Or trace it on your hand like this. 早いよ。早いよ。
まず竹を切る。まず竹を切る。そして草が長いから草刈りをする。そして草が長いから草刈りをする。次は花を取る。次は花を取る。花瓶に入れるから。花瓶に入れるから。入り口に置くから。入り口に置くから。そして田んぼで働く。そして田んぼで働く。ここに入力して。ここに入力して。名前を。名前を。ガーデン雑誌に私たちの庭を出す。ガーデン雑誌に私たちの庭を出す。
有名になりたくないよ。有名になりたくないよ。
あそこの白い犬の名前はポチです。 あそこの白い犬の名前はポチです。この山の花を取ってはいけません。この山の花を取ってはいけません。休みに有名なところに行きたいです。休みに有名なところに行きたいです。竹はすぐ背が高くなる。竹はすぐ背が高くなる。この白くてきれいな花瓶が欲しいです。この白くてきれいな花瓶が欲しいです。早い時間に起きたい。早い時間に起きたい。夏休みの宿題を出してください。夏休みの宿題を出してください。草が長くなっている。草が長くなっている。入り口でチケットを買ってから入ってください。入り口でチケットを買ってから入ってください。どうやって誕生日をここに入力しますか？どうやって誕生日をここに入力しますか？おじいちゃんは田んぼに川の水を入れています。おじいちゃんは田んぼに川の水を入れています。
We'll be covering even more words in the next video in this series. If it's already out, you can click here, or possibly here, to continue learning with us.